do is thank God for allowing you to tune in and listen. I'm your host, Vincent Spriggs II, and this is our 6th episode of the Game Changers Movement podcast. Now listen, game changers, when we don't like the game, we change it. So I just want to say that Game Changers Movement, it is an actual movement. It's a nonprofit, and we empower the youth to be the change that they want to see through mentorship, leadership development, and a game of chess. And one unique thing about this particular podcast is just the simple fact that there will always be a mentorship dynamic when you tune in to listen to this show. We always have a youth guest, and we'll have an adult guest to have that dynamic of mentorship. And with that being said, that as you're listening, especially for my adult listeners, as you're listening, I believe that this will motivate you to want to have those dialogues and conversations with kids that are in your community, in your city, or just inside your sphere of influence. It should challenge you to have those conversations. And if you're a youth, it should also just challenge you to engage adults and, look for a mentor. My special guest that I have, I'm about to introduce them, but I just want you to understand that for my listeners, my youth guests and my adult guests, they are going to provide the inspiration. They are going to provide the motivation. They are going to challenge you to start taking some baby steps and getting active and doing some things. If you sitting on the couch and you've been wanting to work out for a minute, I got a feeling that once you get to listening to my special guest today, you are going to be inspired to get off the couch and get to moving, all right? So enough being said, I'm about to introduce my special guest. I'm so excited. To my left, I have this young man. So I'm going to give you some context to the backstory of this young man. I remember one time at Manassas High School, North Memphis, outside of track season, I see this young man going inside the gym, inside the weight room at the school. And I don't know who gave him a key, how he got into the weight room, but I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm training. I'm like, what you training for? Because it ain't football season, it ain't basketball season. I know you run track, but we not nowhere near your season. But this man is about to. So why are you training? I'm training because I'm trying to be the best. I'm like, man, this is different because ain't no other kid, even during season, ain't nobody trying to lift no weights. Even in the cafeteria, this kid he eats different. Like everybody is throwing away their vegetables and stuff like that, but not him. This man is eating the vegetables in the cafeteria. So I'm like, this kid is different. And so I wanted to have him on the show. He's going to tell you a little bit more about himself. But this is Andrew Hawkins. Go ahead and say something to him.
Good morning. My name is Andrew Hawkins. I'm very excited to be on this podcast. I'm not gonna lie, a little nervous, but I'm prepared.
It's nothing to be nervous about because you are prepared, and everything that's already in you is what I want to come out on this podcast. Everything that you're thinking, I want you to put it out there because our listeners need to hear it, especially the youth. Not too many youth walking around with the level of discipline and vision for yourself that you have, okay? Now, my adult guest, this brother right here is transformational. I've seen many versions of him. This man, I actually taught your younger brother, right? I taught your younger brother. Before I met him, I met his younger brother. And man, this guy, I see him in the gym all the time. He hooping. You think he like the dark-skinned Steph Curry, the way he be pulling up. You ain't gonna say like don't.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Man,
All facts.
this man ain't got no humility. He's supposed to say, "Now ain't nobody shooting like Steph Curry," but what matters is what you think. So if he think he the dark skinned Steph Curry, I'm gonna let him have that, man. This brother is motivational. He's inspirational, not just because of what he says, but what he does and what he helps other people do as a life coach, as one of the top personal trainers in the city. Man, y'all give it up for Jerry of Mind Blown Fitness.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm glad to be here. I appreciate you having me, man. It's Jerry, Mind Blown Fitness. About to tune in, tell you guys a little more about it, so you guys can't be a couch potato, because if you hear my story, then you can look at yourself and say, well, it ain't no excuses. So we gonna get all into that.
Man, we about to blow your mind. We're going to get into it. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to go over the quote of the episode, the game changer quote of the episode. And the quote that we have is, take action. An inch of movement will bring you closer to your goals than a mile of intention. All right. I'm going to repeat that one more time for you guys and also our listeners, because as you're listening, I want you, whether you're driving or you're jogging or you're walking, I want you to kind of like just take a pause and just be like, what does that quote mean to me as well? Take action. An inch of movement will bring you closer to your goals than a mile of intention. Okay? And I'm going to let Andrew tackle that quote first. I'm going to let him go first. What does that quote mean to you, Andrew?
What the quote means to me is you rather take one step at a time than taking a whole full leap. Like, say if you're going up the steps, you go up the steps, you're going to want to take one step. You take more than one step, you can either trip or fall. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to make any mistakes. So taking one step at a time would make things a lot easier instead of trying to rush into things.
So taking one step at a time, you said it is easier to take one step at a time than
a full leap, just a full leap. You don't want to take a full leap. Unless you feel and you know what to do, mm-hmm. That's when you think about taking a full leap. But that don't mean to take a full leap. Just take things one step at a time, because you'll be more prepared one step at a time than trying to get into something so quickly. Everything takes time to get done, and everything takes time to go through.
So can you think of a time where you took a step versus like you just took action and it was just like a small step instead of a whole lot of steps to accomplish your goal?
Many times, actually.
Okay, give me one. Give us one.
Starting off track from the very beginning, I thought it was gonna be easier than I thought because of the advantage I had. No, it was a lot harder. It took me more time to get used to it, and so I was rushing into things, trying to do things better, but it took a lot more time for me to get used to.
To get used to what? In track?
Running, doing a lot of running, mm-hmm. and having my legs keep up with my lungs.
Okay. So the main thing was just to
take my time. Yeah, just take my time, mm-hmm. do everything slowly.
Okay. And then gradually, did you stay like that or did you grow from that?
I stayed like that for a little bit, but I ended up growing through it the more I went through it.
Okay. The scary thing is, imagine if you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Imagine it. All right. What you got for him, Jared? Mind Blown Fitness?
All right. We can all attend and do a lot of things in life, We can attend, to wake up and make our bed, But if we don't take action and take steps towards it, it's not going to happen. So you got to, like he said, one step at a time, Long as you making a step, you one step closer to your goal. So, of course, in anything in life, if you take a step towards it, that's action. If you intend to do it, this intention. You're not actually making a step toward it. So I always remember anything in life, when you first start off, it's gonna be a challenge. Anything you do new to yourself is gonna be a challenge. You just gotta stay consistent and one step forward, and then you get closer to your goal. Then it'll get easy.
So what was can you give us an example of that for you, where you you actually just took action, and that one step turned into you being able to do some great things just because you took action versus intending to do it?
So for me, I was overweight for a long period of time. And I got sick of people calling me fat, looking at me all disgusted and yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started walking.
Started walking.
I was tired, of course, but it was hard, but it got easier.
Mm-hmm.
It got easier. Then I started jogging, started sprinting.
Mm-hmm.
Now I run 5 miles every morning.
Man, what thought just hit me?
What?
So, God created birds, and birds do what?
Fly?
Birds fly. He created fish, and they do what?
Swim.
He created us, and we do what?
Walk.
But isn't it amazing that sometimes the very thing God created us to do is difficult to do? Right. It could become a hindrance. So we could take the very thing we were created to do, we could take it for granted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like your first step was just to simply walk. Right. You know what I'm saying? But man, we can get away from that. But like you started, and then you went from walking to what?
Walking to jogging to sprinting.
Jogging to sprinting, man.
And now people look at me then like, man, how you do it? A lot of them don't even know my background story. Like, man, I was once, I get off the couch and I'm tired. Walking to the refrigerator, I'm out of breath. You can hear me breathe. Just hear me breathing.
Yeah.
Like I tell people, like, when you look at me, don't look at me like on some competition. I wish I can be him.
Yeah.
I was 90% of the time I was worse than you, but I stayed consistent. Like the quote of the day, one step towards your goal, one step at a time. And look at me now, people are like, man, I wish I can get up and do what you do.
Yeah.
Stay consistent.
Man, just stay consistent, man. So again, like I said, for my listeners, like you just heard it. Like, take action. Take action, and an inch of movement will bring you closer to your goals than that mile of intention, right? So we want to get away from talking too much about it, and we want to get straight to it and just start doing it. Right. If that's just taking one step a day, 2 steps a day. Now they got these watches. What's the name of the watches? Is it Fitbit?
Yeah, Fitbit, man, Apple Watch. There's no excuses.
You get a watch off Temu.
Yep.
That count your steps. It's really no excuse. You get a watch like that from the liquor store that's gonna count your steps. Like, there's no excuses. Just go ahead and take that first step. Stop talking about it. All right. So Andrew, can you talk to us about what sports are you into? Speak to us about like your discipline and like what goes into on the field, off the field. What sport are you into in high school?
So right now, I am doing golf and track in high school.
Man, golf.
Yeah.
Where your school at in Memphis?
Manassas High School.
What is that? South Memphis?
Nah.
North.
North? Is it North?
No, the North. Hold on, man. This man said, hold on, Jerry. He said golf in North Memphis.
Golf in North Memphis?
It ain't even know. It used to be a golf course in North Memphis, though. What?
Yeah,
like by Firestone.
Yep.
Yeah, like they ain't nothing. It's messed up ground now. Like ain't nothing. It's dead over there right now. But you saying at Manassas High School they got a golf team?
Yep. I mean, even though it's only like 2 people, hey, we still doing good though. We still got far. We both have great motivation. We both have a good mindset, and we both have patience to actually do it. Like, because when you're playing golf, you got to be consistent and you got to aim well, and you got to have the energy to actually look around. Because when you hit that ball, you got to pay attention to it. You gotta really watch it.
So how did you hear about the golf team?
There was a fire drill one time,
Okay.
and I saw the coach, Coach Mason, and he
Shout out to
were
Coach Mason.
yeah he had golf clubs in his hand, and he asked me if I wanted to play golf. I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. I've been looking at it, and I caught on to it like a little quicker than I thought, but I still needed more practice. But he invited me to play golf, and I played, and I actually enjoyed it. So I started getting more and more into golf, and I started watching more of it, and started practicing more every chance I got.
I'm just trying to figure out why wasn't more young men like yourself that took advantage of that opportunity. You said it was only 2 of y'all on the team?
Yeah, like this year it was only like 2 of us on the team this year.
And that's not even your number one sport. So that was just like an opportunity, and you just took advantage of the
Oh
opportunity.
yeah. I'll stick to that opportunity. Like every chance I get, I'll play it.
Mm-hmm.
And the principal, Mr. Cooper,
Mm-hmm.
he's willing to teach me a thing or two that he knows, because he's been playing for a while. So I'm taking advantage of every opportunity that I get.
Right.
Like this podcast is like an opportunity to help people out, and an opportunity to help me out in many ways, because this is motivating me myself, even though I'm the one motivating others.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to take advantage of every opportunity I have.
That's good. That's good. So with the track, I just got taken away by the golf, but like track is like what you be killing it in. Talk about that. Like, why you take track so serious, man? Why you eating vegetables in the cafeteria? And come on, talk to us, man.
I wouldn't say I want to be better than someone else, but I'd rather be better than myself. So
you don't want to be better than somebody. You wouldn't say you wouldn't be better than somebody else, but you want to be better than yourself.
Yeah, you would want to be better than yourself, and you would rather make more improvement than yourself than someone else, because someone else could be lower than you, and you're trying to be better than them. But you prefer to be better than yourself when you know you're higher. Like I remember one race I had 25.9 in a 200 meter, and I think the next meet I had like 24.5. So that was a jump. So that was improvement in myself. So I was proud of that. That was a good time for me, because I never made a time like that. So I'm jumping and I'm pushing to be better than myself instead of trying to do better or be better than a lot of other people.
Jerry, you hear the mindset on this kid? Like, what? Take time and tell our listeners what type of world, what would the world look like if folks had that type mentality? They like not really looking to compare themselves to others, and you know what I'm saying, like in that competitive way, but it's just like they being competitive towards themselves. Like, I want to be better than how I was last year or yesterday. Like, what would the world look like?
Man, it'd be a beautiful world. It wouldn't be a lot of people in competition, a lot of mental health. A lot of people, will be thriving, because a lot of people look at somebody else and they get to comparing themselves and like, man, everybody have a beautiful life. We all do.
Especially with social media.
Man, social media is ruining a lot. Like, man, we have beautiful. When we wake up, it's beautiful. Enjoy it. It's always gonna be somebody on top and somebody below. So cherish what you have, because somebody can just be looking at you and they can't even walk. They're in a wheelchair. It's so much advantages we have when we wake up, man. Just enjoy your life and appreciate your life. So by Andrew saying everything he's saying at his age, impeccable mindset, great mindset,
And I was telling, I ran into, it's a guy named Dr. Washington, and he's actually, he goes by the speed doctor. So he told me that he trains, he coaches, track, and he develops kids. And I was telling him, I was like, man, I got this kid named Andrew Hawkins. Man, he fast, but that's not even the thing that I'm most impressed by. I said, this is mentality and his mindset. I was like, I don't know too many kids that's as disciplined as him. I told him, man, this man works out year round. He runs year round. So he was like, hold on, where this kid at? Hold on, he in North Memphis? Man, you got to set me up. You got to connect me with him. Man. I got kids that I'm getting scholarships for, and but the hardest part is what he already said. Right. He already got it. Right. The hardest part is what you can't teach it, like the discipline, the patience, the positive attitude. Just leadership. I'm like, yeah, he got all that. So I was telling you, man, I'm going to connect you with the speed doctor, and we're going to see if we can get some scholarships coming your way. Right. As he develops you. Jerry, can you tell us about your brand? Tell us what birthed your brand. Where did Mind Blown Fitness come from? Like, you kind of told our listeners just a little bit of, what I'm saying, of your story. Right. But how is your story intertwined with your brand, Mind Blown Fitness?
All right, so the brand is Mind Blown Fitness.
Let's go.
Hence, mind blowing. So I was once 317 pounds.
Nah.
Yes, I was.
Nah, you wasn't no. Come on now.
You know it.
Come on, man.
I was 317, walking around like a big meatball. But I embraced it. Most people they don't want to talk about that. I'm gonna talk about it. I was big, real big.
Bro, I'm still trying to figure out how you was shooting that rock like that with all that weight.
Hey man, mind blowing.
Hey, you still? Hey, come on, I ain't mean to interrupt. Keep going, keep talking. Tell your story,
yeah,
man.
I was pretty big, So I'm gonna be honest. The remote control fell off my bed. And when I tell you guys, I was so out of breath, bending over, getting the remote. I knew it was time. Jerry, lock in. Just get right. So like I told you guys earlier.
Time for a change. You probably heard Michael Jackson's song. Time to make a change for the rest of my life. Go ahead.
Man, I started walking, man. And then walking, I started, a few months later, jogging. Started eating different. I started doing more homework. Started researching, how to lose weight, healthy. I don't want, jump into the clinic, take diet pills, and do all that microwave success. No, it don't work like that. I'm gonna do it organic. I fell off the grid. I didn't even get on the internet. I didn't even post. I fell off from my family. My family can tell you guys how I felt. I didn't talk to nobody for a year. Only people who saw me was the Croc Center, the Lifetime, and Crunch, and the people downtown who saw me walking every day.
Man, you just went dark.
Man, I went cold turkey because I told myself when these folks see me, they gonna say, "Man, what did Jerry do?" Hence, Mind Blown Fitness.
So for a whole year, so it was a process for a whole year. Right. So how long did it take from? So like when you said that you dropped the remote, couldn't get the remote, and then you just started walking. Like how long was it before you went from walking to doing a light jog? From doing a light jog to doing a nice pace jog.
Probably like a month from walking, because I played basketball even when I was big. I tried to play here and there, so I was pretty quick. So it took about a month from when I was walking to started jogging, then jogging to sprinting about 2 months, maybe about 2-3 months.
About 2 months.
But like your body gonna let you know when you're ready to do something. Your body gonna also let you know, like, hey, chill. But you can't fall for like a weak mind, because your mind gonna always tell you, hey, stop,
right.
Unless you train it to to be strong.
Yeah.
So like my mindset right now is nothing I can't do. I fall out of plane. I don't know about y'all. I'm flying. Because I got that mindset.
Yeah, we got parachute though.
Hey, I'm flying. I don't know about y'all, but I'm flying.
I hate to tell them, you ain't got no parachute. You gonna fly about 10 seconds.
Hey, you ever heard of miracles? It's gonna be mind blowing how I'm flying out there playing.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, man. Like, it took a while for my mindset to get like this. For me, it's no excuses and nothing. It's no excuses. I don't want to hear no excuse. Don't give me your pity. Don't give me your sad story. I don't want to hear it. I done been through it all. I done it all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna say I done it all because we grow every day, but I've done a lot, and I don't want to hear nobody when it comes to no excuse about anything. Let's not talk about the bad, the negativity. Let's talk about how we can change it. Let's fix it. Let's create the life that we want.
So you bring that to your personal training
Most definitely.
experience.
Most definitely.
So like when folks be like where you work folks out, you come to their space. Do you have like a certain spot where you meet up for Mind Blown Fitness? Like
So I do virtual training, and I also do one-on-one physical training. I train at the Croc Center, and sometimes I train outside. Well, weather, permitting, I train outside downtown Tumley Park. I train at Big River Crossing.
Okay.
I train there, but like I said, I also got virtual training. So truck drivers, I don't want to hear your excuse. I have clients who lost over 30 pounds, not even working out, just by me giving them different meal plans, what to do, what to eat, what to drink, Like I say, man, there's no excuses. If you on the couch, you listening, and you feel like, man, well, I work from home, I don't have time to go to the gym. Jerry got you. I don't want to hear it. I give you a custom plan that's you gonna lose weight if you stick to it.
what's the number one like excuse that you feel like keeps people from what's the number one excuse they try to tell you as a personal trainer?
So most people they gonna compare. They gonna say, well, you got time to do this. I got kids, or I work at home. I don't have time to go to the gym. We all have 24 hours. But the thing about discipline is you get to adjust in your schedule. You make time for what you need to make time for. I don't want, like I tell people, man, I don't want to hear it. I work out with people, man, who have 4 or 5 kids. They drop their kids off. They get to the gym. They work out. They leave the gym. They go cook. They go to work. But it takes time. An inch of movement is better than a mile of intention. We can say we want to do this, but you got to keep moving. And the more you keep moving, you're going to get better and better and better.
Yeah.
No risk, no reward.
Man, no risk, no reward. So I was talking to Andrew offline, and he was telling me, I think Andrew might have he about to jump off the porch and start doing a little personal training. What's the name of the brand you got in mind, man? Go ahead and tell the world.
The name I have in mind, Humble Hits Fitness. It was
Humble Hits Fitness.
It was a name that was like, I was asking like any like good fitness names, and 2 people that's actually in Game Changers, they gave me the name like Humble Hits Fitness. I was like, okay, that's
who those
that's
2
not
people?
bad.
Go ahead and shout them out, man.
Hey, Cortez, and Corrine.
Cortez and Kareem. Okay.
They got a great mindset as well. Hey. Oh, and they're it's like they're not like a lot of other people. They're more of to themselves.
Okay.
And they're more of paying attention to what they have in front of them. So there's no excuses for them either. If they have to do something, they get it done. And, hey, shout out to them.
Shout out. So with Humble Hits Fitness, what's your vision with that? Like, are you planning on working with kids as your age? You planning on working with adults, folks that's older? Like, what's your target market that you thinking towards? Like, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking like probably towards in the middle. I want to at least motivate students, because they would want like, for the students that actually want to go to college for the sports they're playing or for the stuff they're doing, you would want them to have a good mindset before they get to that point, because things are just gonna get harder as soon as you graduate high school. So you would want to be prepared before you graduate and before you get to where you want to go. And not a lot of people have that. So you'd want to implant that in their head. And most likely, hopefully, they'll do the same thing that I'm planning to do, or planning to motivate other students or maybe adults.
Man, I just caught a vision of other kids in the same school starting to do what you do.
Oh.
Like in terms of like you train in season, out of season, you keep your body in tip top shape, you eating right. Like I just caught a vision of other kids that are enrolling in Humble Hits fitness, like going to the weight room with you, and like you training them right there within the school. Like when at first they wouldn't have been thinking about going to a weight room, they wouldn't have been thinking about eating right. But like part of your training, like you kind of training kids where they are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't keep looking at me get bigger and get ripped. You know what I'm saying? All right, come on and join me. You know what I'm saying?
See.
Like I can see that. Like, yeah, we need to go ahead and get that in action. Then as far as the adults, I think it'd be some people out there that would want to take you up on your offer. Like, yeah.
When I train like it's still the season. Like I'm not gonna train just out of training. I gotta train like it's still track season, and I still want to like there's a like a meet in the next couple weeks. That's what I think. I think that, but it's never one. It's just a regular day the next week. See?
Yeah.
You'd want to be prepared. You want to think like something's gonna happen, but it isn't gonna happen. But you know it isn't gonna happen, but you don't know that. You gotta think like that. It's a lot.
Yeah, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Right about that.
You always ready. So you guys are extremely disciplined, and you guys are seeing the fruits of your discipline and your hard work. Talk to our listeners about the challenges that you face or the temptations that you experience by way of your success. Sometimes our biggest success can keep us from experiencing more success. It can make us comfortable. Like we experienced something good. All right, I didn't got ripped like I wanted to. Now I feel like I can kind of let my foot off the gas, and I ain't got to do as many push-ups. I ain't got to keep the routine going because I see some results. So now I can chill. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be kind of vulnerable. Like I go through phases, Jerry, of man, I'm hitting my push-ups, bench presses, and I'm seeing some results, putting on a little bit of muscle, and all of a sudden I just like fall off, and then I get skinny again. And then I eventually go back. So it's like a cycle for me.
Right.
But I don't know how. I have not experienced or found out how to just keep that as the lifestyle like you guys do. Like y'all just continue to just work out. Like it's just a part of life. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes things come in, or I get busy with this or busy with that, and then I go a whole month without working out, lose my muscle mass, and then have to start over building. But talk to our listeners about how do you stay consistent even though you've experienced success so that you can continue to build off of the success that you've already reached.
All right, for me, man, like, I'm going to be honest, we human. And I tell people, like, I don't expect perfection. You going to fall. You going to fall down. It's about how you get back up and jump back on that horse. Because you going to fall off that horse.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to be honest, man.
Yeah.
I lost over 100 pounds. As soon as I lost all that weight, everywhere I went, oh my God, Jerry, you look so good. I'm so proud. Yada 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 yada. I got comfortable. I'm gonna be honest. I got comfortable.
Yeah.
I started back eating McDonald's. Don't get me. I kept going to the gym. I'm not gonna act like I go to the gym every day.
Okay.
I started back eating all my bad habits that I once had when I was super big. I started back picking it up, but the discipline from losing all that weight hit me. Jerry, let that go. Leave McDonald's alone. Ain't nothing but chemical food, Let me stop eating all this and let me get back right. Let me knock it down. If I'm gonna eat something real bad, I might eat it once a week, instead of every day. As soon as I leave the gym, I'm about to go get me a large fried, 3 chickens and cheese,
Yeah.
But it just, the discipline comes from putting in the work. You just got to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, and then once you do get knocked off that horse, you'll be able to jump back on that horse easier because you don't want to go back to your old ways and all that hard work you done put in for nothing. Because I'm never going back fat. I tell people that I'm never going back. It's not happening. Nothing can knock me off my pivot.
Yeah.
And you with your muscle mass, you making all these excuses. Soon as the interview over with, you can drop down and do 20 push-ups. I don't want to hear your excuses, you know.
All right, I'm gonna give you 20. I'm gonna give you 20.
Nah, give me 10. So, you know, like when I train, I don't expect for you to do too much where you gonna fall off. I want you to love it. Because once you love something, you cherish it. And once you cherish it, you're gonna keep doing it. You're gonna keep doing it. So you ain't gotta do 20. You can just do 10.
Okay.
So you can keep going. You can look forward to doing the next 10, and then you increase it.
Man, Andrew, one time I came to the gym and my daughter was with me, and he was in the middle of training somebody. And my daughter started, you know, just kind of interacting with Jerry and the lady that he was training. And he gave my daughter a little push-up routine because she liked to do push-ups and liked to work out. I think she get it. My dad liked that. So, and I'm kind of like that. I just got a problem with being consistent with it. And so my daughter get that from me, I believe. And he gave her some jail push-ups to do. I'm kind of personal trainer, mind-blown fitness, and gave my baby some jail push-ups. Is it jail push-ups or Mike Tyson push-ups? Which one is it?
Both.
Okay, so is it, man, it's tough though. But my daughter had it down packed. And can't too many people do it. But yeah, I might need to start doing them jail push-ups.
Just start off doing 2 or 3 regular push-ups, man, and then, you know, grow to that.
Okay. What you think, Andrew?
See,
How do you stay disciplined after you experience the success that you aiming for?
I got used to working out, so I get more excited when it comes to working out. Like, I don't normally get the chance to go to the gym like that. When I do get the chance, though, I'm excited to go. I'm ready to go. I have the motivation. Like, I don't even have to have the motivation. Like, as long as I can go and work out, my day will be good. The rest of my day can go out perfectly, like, no matter what'll happen. As long as I got a good workout in, because a workout can clear your mind. A workout can clear your head from any stress you have. So me being able to work out can clear my head from all the things that I got going on or all the things that I'm dealing with. That's why I go on like jogs. That's why I'm consistently going on jogs. I wanna clear my head sometimes, and that works. It works, and it relaxes me like right afterwards. And I just know after that, my day will go great. Even my entire week can go good. But that still don't mean I can sit there and do nothing. I still gotta work out.
It's somebody right now. I just feel it in my spirit. It's some listeners out there. They like, man, that young man. He sound wise, and I know what he's saying is the right thing. But my stress reliever is that joint. It's Mary Jane. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could just go ahead and smoke my stress away. I ain't what I got to run for. You know what I'm saying? But
I know. When I played football my freshman year, the coach was like, he was like, I know most of y'all smoke. Yeah. So how about after you smoke a blunt, go ahead and do a sprint. And I'm like, hey, I'm so glad I don't smoke, because I know smoking, it gets to you. It relaxes you. But he was like, go ahead and do a couple sprints after you smoke. And I thought about it. I was like, if someone is to smoke, it already affects your lungs. So if you're doing that and then you start running, you'll slowly get used to it, and it'll be less and less harder to feel. And I'm like,
that smoke sometimes can create blockages and all types of stuff that you ain't seeing within your body and cause other health problems later on down the line. You know what I'm saying? So really, sometimes it just ain't worth it. Sometimes the harder road is the best road, and it's not the easier road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's harder to just mentally prepare yourself to lace up your shoes, take that first step.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do the harder way. Yeah, but some folks, they like, you can take the shortcut and just sit here, eat what I want, smoke, lose weight.
Yeah.
You gotta cherish your body, man. People, when you look at it like where, okay, you got most people, They'll drink their problems away.
Okay.
They'll smoke their problems away. Man, you gotta look at it sometimes for the long term, man. Who don't like living? We love living. I love sleeping. I love waking up. I love working out. So when you taking these shortcuts, man, when you drinking your problems away, smoking your problems away, it's gonna, hurt you in the long run. When you working out, drinking your lemon water, stretching, in the long term, if you don't have kids, you gonna have kids. You might have kids one day. Who want to raise their kids and you can't move? Your kid want to go to the park. Daddy, I want to go to the park, but you too tired. All because, you shortcutted your way out by drinking and smoking. So now you in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and I'm tired. But if you would have took like you say, the long road, working out, walking, running, jogging, sprinting, 60, you still taking your kids, grandkids. Come on, let's go to the park. I got you.
You like LeBron James. You out there playing with your son
exactly.
and in your prime.
LeBron is the perfect example. LeBron take care of his body. And look at him now. He's out there playing basketball with his son, and he probably in better shape than his son. All because he took the hard road. You got other people in the NBA who took the shortcut. They smoke, they party, O.J. Mayo, out the league. He probably got a beer good now.
And they were saying that he was going to be like LeBron or something.
Exactly.
Like when he was in high school, the way he was killing.
Microwave success is not possible at all. You got to take the long road, the long journey. You got to travel along. It's the narrow road. It's not the road for everybody, but it leads to long-term success.
Sometimes things are just like the truth can be so obvious, but when the truth is not visible, it makes it easier to not live by the truth.
Right.
And I just got this image of like a car, right? If you got a car sitting in your driveway, or when you go to put gas inside your car, you understand that your car needs gas to run.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense that you don't need to add no water to the gas. I don't care how hard times get. You ain't gonna see nobody adding some water or some oil or trying to add some different concoctions to get more, to add to the gas so they could get more for their money. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna do that because they know that the car takes gas to run. Right. That's all they need to add.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But imagine if somebody was doing that. Like, that car may run, but it's gonna break down
faster.
Eventually. It's gonna break down way faster. You're gonna cause some problems that you didn't know a car could have because you tried to add things to your car.
Right.
But a lot of people are doing that to their bodies.
Right.
And not even looking at it like that. It's like, okay, all I need water, I need food, I need the proper food, and my body can run and I have the energy that I need.
I'm glad you brought that up.
But people is, man, they trying whippets. And whippets what you put inside the car to make it go faster. Like if you racing and stuff, you got kids smoking whippets. And they got negative impact on your body. You got
Right.
folks dying. Folks drinking, smoking, and it's like you adding stuff to what God already said is good. I already gave you everything that you need for your body. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even need no gym membership. You can exercise wherever you need to be. But instead, you just taking a shortcut. You just doing what feel good. And because you can't see the impact of it right there in the moment, you comfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But frogs is cooked. And you know how they cook a frog, right?
How they cook a frog?
Man, they put the frog in the pot, and the frog can jump out the pot if the water is scorching hot. So they'll just put the frog in there inside some cool water, and then it'll just slowly turn the heat up in increments. And before you know it, it's cooked.
Make them feel good.
You slowly cook the frog.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's how it is in life a lot of times, man. Kids just don't see it that way. Adults don't see it that way.
They don't, man. They don't.
You just slowly cooking yourself to death.
Like I said, how you brought up the car, that's good, because I tell people you got to treat your body like a race car. A race car got the best top of the line parts,
Yeah.
oil, fuel inside of them. You know why? So he can perform at his peak. So our body's the same way. If you want to perform at your peak, wake up feeling good, not getting sick, you know, vision not blurry, don't have to worry about taking high blood pressure pills and everything. Treat your body like a race car. Put the best ingredients that we can possibly put inside it, like God intended for us. Fruits, vegetables, water. You know, that's how you gonna be at your peak, you know, putting the best ingredients in it. We can't cheat it, man. A lot of people, like, they want to cheat it. Don't cheat it. Don't run from it. Embrace it. You know, it's gonna be hard. Like I tell you, man, I'm gonna be honest with everybody. It's a hard journey.
Yeah. And you did that journey by yourself in a sense. Cause like you said, like you isolated yourself. You said you wasn't all on social media. Like,
I got that dog in me though, Vince.
Got that dog. Everybody got that dog.
A lot of people don't have that dog in it, and that's okay, cause that's what I'm here for, you know.
So you mean like the folks in the gym? I'm trying to start something. The folks in the gym that set their phone up and they got a video everything that they doing.
Right.
Like they ain't got the dog in them.
I mean, I'm not gonna say they don't, because we live in a world now that's, you know, it's a lot of, you know, it's the internet, it's social media. So a lot of people, you know, they might want to, you know, because me, sometimes I really truthfully wish I would have put that phone up, because if I could have maybe did a video of, okay, from fed up and fast forwarded it up, you know. But hey, man,
I wish we would have met before you made that decision. You know what I would have told you?
What you told me?
I was like, Jerry, you need to get you a videographer. And you need to go ahead and budget out and just make it a documentary.
Man, if I would have did that, boom, man, it would have been over. Cause the stuff I do, man, is mind blowing, man. Like once that switch I got in me, man.
Yeah.
I just got that dog in me, man.
Hey,
you can't
man,
tell me I can't do something. I'm gonna do it.
Hey, if you listening, man, you can't, like, everybody got a dog in them. Everybody dog just gotta grow up.
Yep.
You want to be a big dog like you see on this stage here.
Exactly.
These game changers up here, man. You gotta just get up and do it, man. Cause you gotta take the first step. Stop being complacent. Stop being content where you are, cooking yourself to death. Like, get up off the couch.
And don't be afraid though, Vincent. Like, a lot of people, when they first go to the gym, the first thing they do, they look at themselves, and they look at that man over there, they look at that woman over there. Oh man, you know, and they get intimidated.
Yeah.
100% of the people, if you walk up to them and ask them for advice, they ready to help you. It's majority of the people, they was once in your shoes. Like me, when I'm in the gym, I see somebody, you know, they might be overweight or yada yada yada. I walk up to them, keep going. I see you. You know, I give them a pat on the back.
Yeah.
You know, I encourage them, but a lot of people, they be in their own heads. They feel like they don't want to go to the gym because they don't want to look like they, you know, out of place. Man, we here to help you.
Yeah.
Everybody on this, us three right here. If like you say, get up, come get in with us. We ain't holding out. We here to help you. I'm here to help you. Andrew here to help you. Vince here to help you. And anything I can. Positive people, we help. We encourage. We game changers. We here to change.
Man, you know one thing that just kind of made sense to me? I'm a skinny fat person. You ever heard of a skinny fat person? Like, so that kind of messed me up because I don't put on weight. Like, I can not work out. I can eat what I want. And I don't gain. I guess my metabolism too high.
You move
so I ain't never. Yeah, I'm always moving and shaking. But like, I don't. My grandfather was a thin guy. And I take after my grandfather. So I don't put on weight. I can put on muscle when I work out. I just don't consistently do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just the illusion of I can do what I want and still look the same, it kind of messed me up. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta improve in that area right there. I wanna transition us to the segment where I want you guys to talk that talk. I want you guys to share what it is that you see, right, coming in the future for Mind Blown Fitness, for Humble Hits Fitness. What do you see? What are you expecting? What can other people look for you, Andrew?
I mean, there's a lot that you can look forward to into the future. I'm not gonna say things are gonna come fast, because I know if I start off like after I graduate, I know it's gonna take a couple years, and I don't mind waiting a couple years because I have patience like that. I can wait for a good time, like a good long time. But that don't mean I'm not gonna sit around and just do that one thing. I'm gonna figure something out to do. Like, I even though it's gonna take a while.
So what's one thing? Because you people, our listeners, they listening to you. They like, what is the one thing? What is you got folks on the edge of the seat? What's the one thing? Even if you not all the way sure on it, like give it a name, so people could put a face with it, or at least a picture of what you're talking about. Like, is it a trade? Is it college? Is it like, what are you trying to do when you graduate? Because you're a senior, right?
Junior.
Damn, I'm thinking you a senior already. Okay,
boy,
you just a junior. You disciplined, man. That's crazy. I gotta definitely connect you with the speed doctor so we get you some scholarships.
Plan to go to college. I'm most likely definitely going to college. If college like isn't like, if it's not on my mind at that time, then most likely just get a job and just try to like work things up from humble hits, and just try to like get, do things that I know that'll benefit it, like that'll help me out. And I'm not gonna be afraid to ask for help, because I know that I won't be able to do most of it by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I have someone else, we both won't be able to do it. So at least it wouldn't hurt to ask for help. And that's what a lot of people are afraid to do. They're afraid to ask for more help, even though they want it. They're just afraid to ask for it.
Right. Okay. Talk that talk, Jerry.
I'm going to talk that talk. I'm going to walk that walk. I'm going to fly. I'm going to soar. I'm going to do everything. It's Jerry, Mind Blown Fitness. Memphis is one of the top cities in the nation of overweight. I'm going to change that. And then I'm going global. I'm already global. I got clients all over the world, man. I'm taking over the globe. You guys heard of Billy Blanks. Well, this is Jerry G with Mind Blown Fitness. Anybody who want to get in shape, come holler at me. mindblownfitness.com, Mind Blown Fitness Instagram, Facebook JDG Wayne, Mind Blown Fitness. I got you. We here to stay. We soaring. We staying in shape. But the most important thing, we changing our mindset. Your mindset is everything, man. We embracing everything. We here. We gonna stay. We at the top with it, and we gonna praise God, because God got our back, and we gonna just keep doing what we doing. Mind Blown Fitness, Vincent, Game Changers, Andrew Hawkins. I'm proud of you, brother. Anything I can do for you, man. A junior, man. If I was a junior with that mindset, right, you think Steph Curry had an all-time 3 record? Man, they'd be talking about Jerry right now, man. But that's good that you have that, Andrew, because me in high school, man, I was very talented. I was talented in a lot of things, but I didn't have no work ethic. Because I used my talent like, what I look like. I was like, why I look like going to practice? I'm better than these boys. What I'm for the practice for? But if I would have had that work ethic, man, ain't no telling where I'd be right now. Ain't no telling. So you keep that up, man. You know what I'm saying? And while you in college, you can be training. I see people now, they got TikToks, YouTubes, man, they recording themselves working out and telling people, man, hey,
You mean while he in high school, he could be training?
Yeah, he can. While he in high school, he can be training. Yeah. It's a lot of kids. You can train adults. I learned from a child. Your nephew, Trey.
Shout
out Trey Goodwin. Trey Goodwin, he beat me in basketball, man. Oh. He told me, man, I shouldn't even be playing you. Like, what? What? And then he put me on chill seats. You can learn from anybody. Don't be a grown kid, man. There's a lot of people out here, man, they can be 40, 50, but they still kids. Because of their mindset, man. You can learn from anybody in life. I learned from you, man. Looking at you and listening to you, how you talk, man, you very disciplined. You getting up, how you said about track, where you train like it's time for a meet. Yep. Man, you know what I'm about to do when I leave here? I'm about to play pickleball. And after I play pickleball, I'm about to train. Like I got a big match coming up. I appreciate that. Like I said, you can learn from anybody. It's all about your mindset. Stay in a positive mindset and your life go in the hands, man. Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, bro.
Yep. So for my listeners, man, like I said in the beginning, I knew that this combination of men on this show with Andrew and Jerry G of Mind Blown Fitness would inspire, empower, and motivate, and ultimately challenge. I knew that. Again, my name is Vincent Spriggs II. I'm the founder and executive director of the Game Changers movement. This is a movement. Again, we empower and we inspire kids to be the change they want to see through mentorship, leadership, and the game of chess. If you want to tap into the movement, see the work that's being done around the city, Game Changers movement on all platforms, YouTube, Facebook has a Game Changers movement page. You can also look it up on Facebook with my name, Vincent Spriggs II. Instagram, Game Changers movement. Yeah, it's a movement, man. We changing lives, one young man, one youth at a time, and mentoring through the airways. Game Changers. When we don't like the game, we change it.